Well, hey, it's Jamie. That's me here. Welcome back to my channel. Let's go ahead and get into Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, y'all. We got to talk about it. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and just hop right on into this thing, okay? If you guys are coming in, go ahead and hit the like button. I appreciate you guys for joining me, okay? So Sutton, y'all know on last week's episode, Miss Sutton was like, honey, hey, Mikey, yeah, hey, Leslie. Yeah, so y'all know on last week's episode, Miss Sutton was like, girl, we need to have a private meeting, okay? We need to have a private meeting without Miss Erika because I'm not believing everything that Miss Girl is saying, okay? Sutton says that she don't want to be around Erika at this time because she's at a place where she's not trying to be affiliated with what Erika got going on, okay? She's like, I don't want the drama. Girl, I done went through enough with this divorce I done had with that husband and all the drama that was going on over there, okay? I done just got my pearls back. I'm not going to have them snatched up by nobody else, girl, okay? So whatever she got, whatever that drama is, she gonna have to scoot over there with it. Lisa, okay, Lisa asked, how does it affect you or whatever? And Sutton says, guilty by association. Girl, guilty by association. She says that she herself is more important than Erika. I was like, come on, Sutton, I feel you, bitch. I was like, come on, Sutton. Sutton said, I'm more important than her. I don't care about none that y'all over here talking about, okay? I think the question was asked of her, like, yo, if Erika came in this room, are you going to say to her face what you saying right now? She was like, girl, yeah, I say that. You know what I'm saying? Did what it is. So Lisa's fake ass, yeah, I do not like Lisa Rinna. I don't. And Kyle be teetering and tap dancing on my nerves too. But Lisa is somebody I couldn't even hang with her in public. It's somebody Lisa. Okay, she may have to win me over because right now she done swapped places with with Sutton. I can't. Lisa gets on my nerves. Okay, Lisa fake ass wonders why Sutton is thinking about her reputation. I'm like, girl, why you not thinking about your reputation? Okay, you of all people need to be thinking about your reputation. The way, from what I'm hearing, the way that you did Miss Denise on last season, girl, you need to be thinking about your own. Sweep around your own front door. Do you need a broom? Oh, Lisa, she irks. And Sutton was coming along and she was putting her tap dancing shoes on. Now, she didn't make it to my nerves yet, but she was putting them on. Okay, now Sutton says she does not feel like Erika has told the truth, and she believes that Erika lied about the accident that happened 3 years ago. Now, it definitely was a sketchy ass story. I mean, it was so many things that she said that I was confused about. Like, girl, 1 minute he rolled down the hill, 1 minute you found him. I'm like, it was just so much that I was like, I don't even know how far to take what you're saying, Erika, because it doesn't make sense. And then you tell us all of this information years later. Girl, you need more people. Okay, and we're not believing you. Okay, what else happened? I think Lisa believes that Erika is telling the truth, and then she brings up Denise, talking about how many of us believe Denise was telling the truth. I slick was like, girl, that lady ain't even here to defend herself. Don't bring this lady into this conversation right now. Okay, and America's still on your ass about the stuff that you've done. Girl, do not bring this lady into this conversation right now. Okay, what else went on? Dorit wants to believe Erika because she's known Erika for about 5 years now. Okay, she says that things are not necessarily adding up though. Okay, so she did go out and say that, so she definitely was understanding where Sutton was coming from. But then when she gets to dinner, she was on some fugazi ass stuff. Can we fast forward to the reunion? She says that she doesn't want to support Erika. She doesn't want the support for Erika to appear as though they are actually supporting the things that Tom has done and anything Erika has got herself involved in. All right, so that's where she's at. But let me tell y'all, Sutton pulled out that motherfucking paperwork and I screamed. Okay, when she pulled out that paperwork, okay, first of all, she already had tea on one of the partners leaving and why the partner left, because his wife was like, something sketchy is going on over here, and I think that you really need to skip out on the plug twice and go about your business. And that's what he ended up doing. And then I think they said somebody else left after that. It was somebody else. Was it like a son-in-law or someone that ended up leaving? But anywho, so Sutton said she was doing her research. She pulled out an article or whatever, and I was so here for it. She was like, girl, I done pulled this stuff out. I done went through it from the beginning to the end and from the end to the beginning, and I still have questions because it's not making any sense. Let me scroll. I'm trying to see what you guys are saying. Sutton, Garcelle, and Crystal are not falling for the foolishness. They not falling for it at all. And I was so, y'all know I felt a little way about Miss Garcelle because I'm like, girl, we see you. But the way she handled Dorit at this table was everything for me, because Dorit is just as fake as Lisa. And Kyle, you about fake the same. Okay, y'all love clicking together. Okay, the click of fakes. That's what y'all are. What else happened? Let me go ahead and scoot along, because when she brought out them documents, honey, I holler. Kyle wants to know if Erika knew about the things that were happening. I'm like, Kyle, you fucking knew that, girl. You know what she probably knew. Now there is a possibility, though, in all honesty, that Erika could have actually not known anything. And the reason why I'm saying it is because I'm thinking about, and I wrote this in my notes at a later time, but it's on my mind now. Sutton told Erika that, you know, when she was getting her divorce, she found out that her husband had her name on a lot of different things that she didn't know about. So there is a possibility that Erika did not know about some of the things Tom was doing, right? As far as the victims. But I do believe that she was privy to money that was being transferred to her accounts, which is why Sutton called her card at a later time. Sutton was like, baby girl, I got multiple LLCs, honey. Okay, so I mean, I know when a large amount is coming this way, I'm privy to it. So I want to believe that she knew about that 20 million. I just don't think she was privy to the other stuff that was going on as far as him taking money from the clients. So that's that. Where else? Oh, this is, yeah, because Sutton, this came up at a perfect time, because Sutton said, when Kyle asked, do you think that Erika knew about everything? Like, she wants to know if Erika knew about everything that happened. Sutton says she doesn't think ignorance is an excuse. And I'm kind of like, well, what I wrote in my notes was what I just told y'all. Like, you just told Erika a while ago that you wasn't privy to certain things. So you was ignorant too at one point, and you still didn't know anything. So was it not an excuse for you? And then now you want to try and use this against Miss Erika. Okay, boom. Now, again, like I said, I do think she knew about them 20 mil and any other meal that came to her, but I don't think she knew about the victims wholeheartedly. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts down here in the comments, okay? I'm loving your hair. Thank you. We'll see how long it lasts, y'all. It's a lace frontal wig. We'll see how long it lasts. Garcelle handled Dorit and did what needed to be done. Didn't she? Didn't she? I was so here for it. I was like, yes. Yes. Go in and let have. What? Dorit. Dorit. I forgot that's how y'all say her. The Dorit is fake AF. Erika need better acting skills. Sutton and Garcelle is the MVP, and Lisa Rinna and her lips can kick rocks 1000%. When you spoke on which part, Erika's acting skills, I have that in my notes at a later time, but I want to talk about it now. So Erika, I noticed that she does this thing where when somebody asks her a question, she likes to respond with a question, and I don't like that. That gives me you thinking of some stuff that you want to say. That gives me you full of shit. And that gives me you a liar. Because they're asking her questions. She's like, what do you think? What do you think? Well, how did that happen? How did it happen? I'm like, bitch, everything they asking you, you're throwing it right back on them. Now, granted, I understand if there are certain things you cannot talk about on camera due to the case, and your attorney has probably led you to not do that, right? For whatever reason. But at the same time, like, you up here making up stories and giving us other stuff, girl. When we asking you a question, then answer it. You giving us all this that we ain't even asked you about. You just sitting down at the damn table talking about an accident that happened a long time ago. Girl, give us the real. We asking you some serious questions. Okay, answer the questions. You don't want to answer nothing, but you want to tell people something that they didn't even ask for. So for me, that makes me feel like you're leading people down road B when the real answer's over here at road A and you're trying to avoid it. So that's why we up here thinking that you're a liar. Okay, but let me go ahead and scoot on down. So Garcelle has this family dinner. Cute. Kyle in the kitchen saying that she cooking, talking about can't nobody seasoning her food. Y'all know she don't know nothing about no seasoning. She said y'all coming in, y'all try to put salt on her stuff, you know, it's gonna be a whole problem. And I'm over here like, girl, you talking about your cooking, but you ain't even in the kitchen cooking. Okay, you always talking about cooking, but don't be cooking shit. Okay, you always be having chefs and shit. Okay, so shut up, Kyle. Let's move on. Okay, so it's dinner time, right? So everybody done arrived to the house. Erika told me she wished that it was a dream. I know you do. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. But I know she do wish that it was a dream because she wake up with them knots in her stomach every day, realizing, girl, I am not in the thousands of square footage that I used to live in, honey. I am in this small cottage of mine. Things have changed, okay? I got to be a bit more mindful about my coins that I spend, okay? I can't be going out here buying Burberry and all this other stuff. I can't be doing it, okay? Now, I probably can get me some Birch, Tory Burch. I can't go out here and get me no Burberry, though. Yeah, girl, you sure can. Be careful. Be careful, okay? So then what else happened? Dorit says that you must have been blindsided. You must have been blindsided by everything that you were hearing. Dorit, I wanted somebody to actually throw a Dorito at your ass because you got on my nerves. You did. Okay? He'll go, Erika. Yeah, I was blindsided. I was like, y'all, and this full of this bullshit, okay? But she also said that there's more to come. She was like, yes, it's more to come. For me, when Erika says that there is more to come, when Sutton brings up the fact that Erika gets information before it drops to the public, based on that, I feel like you do get access to that, even though you told Sutton no. I think that you definitely get access to certain things. Now, you may not get access to every single media piece that comes out about you, but I definitely believe that you are privy to some that are about to be dropped on your tail, girl. Let me see what else y'all over here saying, honey. It looks like Miss I hope I say your name right. Miss Kim is going in. Yes, she does that, and her body language says something else. And Kyle over there talking about she needed a lawyer to interpret the article like it is foreign language. Girl, the way they was over here trying to clean up the fact that they went and got an attorney after Garcelle sat up there and dropped that bomb and said, oh, I don't think she was the only one that seeked counsel. I said, yes. No, I got it. Let me go and get to it because Miss Garcelle, when she called out, I'm gonna get to it because it's on there. Let me just wait. I'm gonna get to it because it was good. Erika talked about how much money she has, private jets, 200K jewelry and fashions, 40K on glam a month. It's expensive to be me. That I didn't even realize that was her song until I started watching this. No, not the show. I think it was like the documentary. But anyway, she definitely had that song talking about it's expensive to be her. Girl, how much does it cost to be you now? But now it's IDK where the money. Okay. And even Dorit said that. Dorit was like, how her life, like how she's told me her life was over the years. And the way she's telling it now is completely opposite. So yes, y'all have to question this. You have to wonder, is she telling the truth? The moral of the story is that Erika is a liar. No matter how fashionable she is, no matter how much I may have liked her, Erika is a liar. She either lied to y'all then or she lying to y'all now. Period. It's unfortunate, but she's a liar. Period. She was faking the funk in the beginning or she faking it now. Okay. Yes, thank you, Mikey. As you come in, make sure to like the video for me. Thank you guys so much. Okay, so let me go ahead and get back into it. Okay, so Sutton is giving Erika dates, which was hilarious for me because let me go back. So Erika says Sutton asked her, she said, were you truly blindsided? Are you sure? were you truly blindsided by everything that happened? You know, she says, I think you would be privy to some of the information that's released prior to its release. Okay, I think that you would get access to that. Erika says, no, I wouldn't. And then Sutton says, okay, because the timeline, it was just a bit confusing for us. Okay, so then Sutton brought up, what did she bring up? She brings up a burn victim. That's what it was. And then she said, yeah, but what about the burn victim? You know, that was like, 10 years ago or whatever. And then Erika said, girl, but that case didn't get what she said, litigated. That's what it was. She said that case wasn't litigated until this year. And then Sutton said, yeah, I know, January 2020. Yes, I read the article. Girl, I'll holler. I said, not you giving this lady dates to her own business, or at least her husband business, which is technically her business. Okay, not the business literally, but her info. I was just like, girl, stop. Sutton was wearing Miss Girl out, and the gag for me was she was sitting right next to her. And I was like, now, Sutton, girl, you are a mess. Now, you ain't had this energy, girl, when it came down to my girl, Crystal, who was handling you, okay? But, okay then, girl. I guess you knew you was wrong when you was dealing with Miss Crystal, so you had no choice but to try and cry it out and play victim girl. But right here, you feel like you got a leg to stand on. You feel like you got two legs to stand on. And that's why you over here going in on Miss Erika in her face. Girl, she was, I thought Garcelle had questions. Sutton had questions, and Sutton did her research, period, girl. Doritos fake ass says, no one is looking to pry. You know, I understand. Garcelle said, that's not what you said last night. That's not what you said. Y'all, I wish I could insert the video when Garcelle said this to Dorito. Did y'all see how she said, she kind of like put her head down and looked to the side like, bitch, what the fuck? Like, don't spoil it for me. Like, don't tell everybody what you know, I was hollering. She knew she was called. She said, let me speak. Matter of fact, you know, let me just get this out, Erika. Let me just say, the ladies and I met up. We met up because Sutton wanted us to. I said, BIT, you brought this up because you was trying to get the heat off your ass, and you was trying to put it right on over there onto Miss Sutton. That's what that was, okay? Because we don't care about the meeting right now. We want to know what you said, okay? Tell your friend what you said when you should have been defending your friend and you wasn't defending your friend behind her back. Tell this woman what was said, but she didn't do that. She threw it off on Miss Sutton, girl. Okay, so let's see. What she said, Dorit explains that they met the other day because of Sutton. Sutton tells Erika that she consulted with an attorney. Here for it. And I think Erika said, you consulted with an attorney about me? Sutton was like, hell yeah. Y'all know you like that. Yes, I did, girl. You're not gonna get me caught up in none of your girl. I gotta protect myself. Yes, ma'am. I looked it up, girl. Okay. I'm sure I'm not the only person, girl. Okay, and then Garcelle said she not. It's some other people in this room too, girl. It's a few more. You may want to ask your longtime friends, honey. Yeah, ask them because it's a few of them in this room that you know, they went and consulted an attorney. And y'all know Dorito did not want to say nothing. She didn't, but she was like, I spoke with my husband. And I just asked him a few questions because some things, you know, they weren't really lining up. I just wanted to get some clarity, some understanding. Here go Kyle. Well, I spoke with Faye's husband, because I needed him to interpret the article for me that I was reading. Bitch, no, you wasn't. You was trying to be messy. Lisa Rinna sat over there quiet, but you calling everybody else out. Let's talk about those notifications you got on your phone, those Google alerts you got on your phone. Every time something happens with Miss Erika and her husband Tom, you always get the alerts and you be the first one talking about it. Let's talk about that. Girl, y'all don't believe this lady for real, but y'all trying to save face for the cameras and stuff to act like y'all really in support of her. But when y'all is not in front of these cameras, I know y'all be talking about Erika like a dog. Period. Erika, to make your friends for real, girl. We're gonna go and move on. Okay, so Sutton says that she is protecting herself. Erika says, girl, how are you involved in the mess that I got going on? I was screaming. But when I was screaming, I was like, where is Kathy? Where is Kathy? Kathy's supposed to be here. Where is Kathy? Because I know Kathy gonna give us the laughs. Let me tell y'all what Kathy was doing. Because Kathy already told y'all hoes the last time. She don't know this. Kathy has already already told y'all a while ago, I ain't got shit to do with it. Do not put my name in it for real. Kathy was quiet. Kathy came out and said what, like 3 or 4 lines. I don't even remember what she said. Was what she said, the victims, the family, oh, they'll get to it. And then it was something else that she said that was laugh. Like she had 4 lines for y'all, and that was it. And she just sat back. And that's not like Kathy for me. Okay, Kathy always got something to be funny about. And she didn't do it this time. She just sat there and she just watched like, this ain't got nothing to do with me, girl. I'm not even gonna incriminate myself. That's why I sat on the end of this table. So as they're getting the camera footage, girl, they can barely get me, honey. I'm right over here on the end. Y'all gonna carry on. This is y'all mess. Don't put me in it, honey. I am too much money to be sitting up here being affiliated. And Kathy knows, to me, exactly where Sutton is coming from. Being a woman that's as rich as her, I think she knows exactly where Sutton is coming from, but also wanted to have some type of sympathy towards Erika for whatever reason. So, you know, she probably didn't want to kick her while she was down, girl. Okay, like her husband was kicking those people while they was down. Every time they called him and asked him for their money, he was over there kicking them, telling them, come back next time, honey. I ain't got time. So Sutton brings up the $20 million. Here for it. Sutton tells her about the multiple LLCs. Girl, I'm sure you would have known something about it. Erika says, I don't. I mean, hell, I just found out about the $80 million that we had, and I didn't even know anything about it. You know who would know something about it? Tom. Tom would be the person that knows about what's going on, because I don't. You don't. You don't know nothing, but you always giving us misdirection with shit we don't even ask for. So because of that, you cannot convince us that you did not know anything. And like I said, if you didn't know about them victims, got it. That's his law firm. He may be limited on that because, of course, honestly, that is attorney-client privilege or whatever, okay? Even though he was stealing them folks' money. Where was the client privilege then? But he was stealing their money, right? But so I understand if she didn't know that. But the thing for me is you knew about them $20 million because you spent that $20 million. Because the $20 million ain't there no more. So you lying. Somebody lying. Okay, and guess what? Whether it was true or not, it looked like you gonna have to pay them victims back their money anyway. Ooh, yikes. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. Yeah, that's when I made a note of Erika always asks them a question with the question. Like every time they ask her a question, she comes and follows it up with the question and asks about food and repeats what they say. I'm sure you were blindsided. Yeah, I was blindsided. It's more to come. Okay, you know it's more to come, but you don't know nothing about the articles and stuff that's dropped. Girl, shut up. Shut up. Sutton asked Erika if she had questions with the attorney about how to navigate it. And now all of a sudden, here go Dorit. Oh my God, wait a minute. Oh my God, stop. We're asking her so many questions and it's, you know, it's getting uncomfortable. And somebody said it's nosy. She said, no, it's not nosy. It's not nosy, but it is getting uncomfortable. Dorit got on my nerves, but Garcelle kept her foot on that whole neck. And I was so glad, okay? Garcelle speaks up and tells Erika about her sister. She's like, you know, my sister had an incident or whatever. She was trusting her attorney to get her money back. Still hasn't gotten it, you know. So I know what it's like for a person to be expecting and having to wait forever for it, okay? And then she said, basically, Garcelle said, I'm team victims. You're going to be all right. You're gonna be all right, girl. I'm team victims, okay? And she also told them that ain't nobody around there said that they were team victims or whatever, or that the victims are, you know, the most important. Everybody says that they did say it, and I think that's what led Miss Sutton, not Miss Sutton, but Miss Kathy to open her mouth and speak up. What else happened? Dorit brings up the ones that love her. Like, it came left field. She was like, you know, those that love you, we're here to support you. And Lisa said, girl, we all love her. What is you saying? And the Garcelle was like, what the hell going on? Garcelle was like, what the hell going on? Like, I mean, is this a competition? Are we in competition? Like, what is this, honey? Okay. It was a whole mess. Okay. What else I have? Sutton asked Dorit. After everything was over, okay, the ladies had their speaking spats at the table. Afterwards, because y'all know, first of all, Erika comes for her little film real quick. She comes for her hour or 2 hours of filming, and then she's out, okay? But she get paid for a whole day. But she only do about 2 or 3, and she go. So when it was all over, Sutton goes over to fake-ass Dorito, and she's talking to her, and it was another net, y'all, and I was trying to get his ass and I couldn't get him. But anyway, so Sutton is talking to Miss Dorito, and she asked her like, "Girl, did you throw me under the bus just now?" She was like, "No." She was like, "Well, girl, it seems like you did. You and your little playmates, because y'all was singing one tune on this day, and then y'all come here with a whole nother agenda. So I feel like y'all played me." Okay, that's what it sounds like, because Lisa was definitely kept asking something like, "Girl, speak up, speak your piece, tell her what you were saying, speak up, speak loud, speak clear." Okay, so she felt like they kind of played her, but it's sad because Dorit did agree with her. Dorit did say she shared those same similar thoughts even after the dinner, but when she's in the presence of Erika, she doesn't show that. So I'm hoping that when the reunion comes around, that Erika gets to see Dorit for who she is. Okay, she's flaky, she's shaky, she says one thing in your face, another thing behind your back. Okay, and that right there was just pretty much that. What else do I have? Yeah, so nobody was really on her side but Garcelle. I think that's the only person she had by her side. Of course, Miss Crystal had some questions, but she did what she needed to do, which was ask one and let the rest be on the veterans. Like, y'all got that, okay? I'm just here to listen, okay? Erika owes Garcelle an apology. In the words of Garcelle, why was Teddi here? Teddi was the lady that was sitting there that started talking, and I think that was her, because I was like, who the hell is this? Okay, and I was really like, why is she taking Kathy's seat? Who is this woman? Gotcha. So Teddi was on the previous season. Did she have like a baby or something, if that's the same person? Let's see. Bravo brought Teddi to flex on us viewers for doubting their ability to pick this show back up. Seeing Teddi side by side with Sutton, Garcelle, and Crystal, all of whom bringing is their redemption. But Teddi, I did not like how Teddi came off, because Teddi was honestly team, even though I know you're saying seeing Teddi side by side with Sutton, Garcelle, and Crystal, she wasn't on their side. She seemed like she was on Erika's side, because she just wanted to believe that whatever Erika was telling her was truth until something else happened. And I'm like, Teddi, did you just want to have something to say in that moment? Because you could have really shut the hell up, because we really didn't know you was there. But you had to add something to the conversation so the camera can be put on you. She got a lawsuit. Dorit has a lawsuit. Didn't she say that at the beginning of or was that last season? Didn't somebody sue her because she was working with somebody on the clothing line or something like that? Right. Every episode. Erika did a disservice to herself by being on the show this season. She looks bad. Yes, and it's crazy. And then when you drop this documentary at the same time that the show is going on, it makes you look ultra bad. Child, but I think she needed the coins. Excuse me, where's she gonna get the coins from? And I'm sure she negotiated with Bravo enough to give her extra money to even be able to sit up there and have a conversation about her life at this point. Baby. Exactly. She added nothing. She shouldn't have stayed. I don't know why she was invited. Kathy admitted on the after show she had to go to the bathroom and was crying. Why Kathy crying? Crying for who? Crying for Paris? Is Paris pregnant? Was she crying for Paris? Sutton has gone from Karen to Johnny Cochran for real. She wasn't playing. She wasn't, and she is back on my list. Okay, my good list. She's back on my good list right now. Sutton knows she's lying. Dorit gets on my nerves. Lisa is a snake. Because Sutton be sitting up there using logical reasoning, because that's what it takes when you are an attorney or whatnot. Okay, it is the logical reasoning. I'm mad that my phone ain't charging. Okay, let's keep going. These past two episodes made me dislike and unfollow a few of my faves, i.e. Erika, Lisa, and Dorit. Lisa. She has absolutely no fucking storyline. Absolutely not a single one. And to be honest, the only storyline that's existing is damn Erika's. Erika's storyline is carrying this entire show. I don't give a fuck about what Lisa is doing with her daughters and FaceTiming and seeing my outfits and you can get my hand-me-downs. I don't care shit about that. Okay? Kyle not bringing up a whole lot of nothing either. Okay? Just having dinners at her house because she got the space for it and she can do that. That's it. Garcelle, she ain't really got a whole lot going on either aside from with her kids. If that, bringing in whatever issues she got with them. I'm trying to think about who else. Crystal ain't having that. Crystal issue was with Sutton, but that simmered down. Ain't nobody talking about shit. Erika's storyline is carrying them. Do you hear me? And Sutton has added herself into Erika's storyline. And I'm here for it. Every time Sutton bring the facts, I remember that today I got time, cuz meme. Exactly. Today I got time, cuz. Today I got time. That's good detective work. Listen, she ain't no fool. She was not. Not Sherlock Sutton. She was not letting that foot off. Let me tell you, Sutton had her foot, and I loved it because they were sitting right next to the people they had beef with. Sutton had her foot on Erika's neck, and Garcelle had her foot on Dorit's neck. I was like, yes, girl. The way Miss Dorit put that, I want y'all to go back and just find that little piece. When Dorit looked down, and she looked to the side like, bitch, what you doing? Oh, the truth was coming out, honey. I hate when they bring on one person's drama to carry the show. They did that last season with Denise. They need to add somebody else. They need to add something else. I mean, it's a thick enough storyline. It's a good one. It is a good one. However, ain't nobody else got nothing going on. At least, and if you're going to be on there, at least have some controversy a little bit. Like, that's why I'm appreciate Sutton. Everybody else is just in alignment with what Miss Erika is saying, but Sutton is calling a thing. And high key, Garcelle is too, even though she has yet to say it, but she's just, bluntly, but she's like, girl, I'm team victims, honey. She said, if what Tom did is true, girl, then F him. But basically what she's saying was she don't believe it's true. And I could tell from when she went to go see Kyle at the house and Kyle had COVID and she was at the top of the balcony. I told y'all then, I said, Garcelle don't believe that Erika saying nothing at all. Lisa is doing this due to her lack of storyline. Her daughters and other things doesn't slap. So they need this a Fox, a Force, a 5 crap. I cannot stand Lisa. I can't. I hate it. Wait a minute, and when she reached for the printed notes, absolutely, yes, girl, when she reached for them. I didn't like how Dorit threw Sutton under, me neither. All to save face, and that's the crazy thing for me. It was all to save face for Erika, but the gag for me is the fact that she gonna see it anyway on TV. So why are you acting like that? She gonna see it anyway on TV. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me see if I'm able to trying to get this doggone phone to charge. Give me 1 second. Okay. Hopefully that works. We shall see. I think it worked. Yay. So I think my phone is charging now. Okay, perfect. Thanks for hanging in there, guys. Let's see. She definitely needs to pay those victims ASAP. That's why she had to come back this season, because she already knew what was gonna happen, girl. She might well tell them, listen, just like y'all, she might well actually go and get her check garnished to make sure that a percentage go ahead and go over there to them folks. Hold up, what? But Denise was for embarrassment. Erika is criminal. Oh, okay. But Denise was for embarrassment. Erika is criminal. I think No, I really do. I really think that she spent that money and she was aware of everything that she was doing. That's your business. That's yours. Okay. What is the EKJ or EJ Global or whatever it is, girl? That's yours. You knew. You the one who got to file taxes on this. And you mean to tell me you didn't know about 20 million? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That don't sound right to me. What do you think of Dorit trying to do that weird ass prayer for Erika at the table? It was very, very awkward. And it, for me, was another deflection to get the heat off the fact that she don't trust or believe her friend or the things that she's saying, and to get the heat off the fact that she also consulted her husband about Erika's legal situation. So I think that's what it was. You know, I think she was just trying to make it oversell the fact that she's team Erika when she's not team Erika. So she can cut that out. Okay, she's as fake as her lips and her personality and that beauty line she done created. Girl, good night. Let me see what else y'all saying. Erika lavish lifestyle says that she knows it all. I think she did. I can't wait. Every time Lisa spoke, I was shouting up Lisa at the I cannot. Lisa is unbearable. Erika is not showing that she's mad at Tom because they were in this together. She's protecting him. It makes a lot of sense when you say that, and that's something Garcelle did bring up. She probably is protecting him because a man that you just felt was so bad to you, you had to leave, you had to escape. But at every single turn, you talk about how his health has been declining over the past few years. And, oh, you know, he blacked out for 10 hours or however many hours. Like, none of it makes sense. So it definitely sounds like they were in this together. And I feel like the divorce, or to make it appear as though they are divorcing, was also a plan as well. She knew these charges were coming, just like she lied and said, no, I didn't know anything about that. I didn't know. Yes, you did. Yes, you did, because this all happened so abruptly. You knew what was coming down the pipeline. Your husband, being the attorney that he is, he knew exactly how to handle this situation. He knew exactly what to do because he's probably researched enough cases to see how people were able to get off. Okay, but ultimately, I feel like everything that he was trying to help you do for this overall situation, he was more so trying to help himself, because it's only leaving you the one being played in the end ultimately, I think. So he knew exactly what he was doing. Go down to the bottom. Right, that math is not mathing at all. From the LA Times article, if you subtract the partial payments Tom made from what's still owed, the victims are still owed about $23.5 million. Erika gonna have to do 25 more seasons of Real Housewives of Beverly. Ooh, woo, baby. Tom, listen, she better go try and get a life insurance policy on that man for that much so that she can go ahead and give it to them victims. Wait, did you see on Twitter where they were saying about how the victims must feel about seeing Erika getting her makeup done with their money? I did not see that tweet, but I'm sure they would have felt the way. I would have felt the way. You out here flexing and flossing all on Beverly Hills. Your husband is married to you. He's handling my case, and y'all got time to be on camera and answer these people calls, but y'all ain't got time to answer my calls. You already got your percentage off of the money I'm supposed to get. Give me my money. Okay, so I just think that honestly, they should have a completely different system. I don't know if it's an escrow system or something they need to have for victims to receive their money. It really should not go through attorneys. I feel like attorneys should get paperwork saying, hey, such and such has been processed in escrow or whatever. Here's the account. Here's the da-da-da-da. But the attorney's name, in my opinion, should not be the name that can withdraw anything out. It can only be the victim and who the victim says. they will allow to withdraw something. But I don't think that it should ever go to the attorneys. If the attorneys are awarded so much percentage, then maybe put that on the victims to pay, or make sure that the company that's supposed to pay the money allots 10% or whatever percentage over to the firm, and then the other half goes to the client. Period. They need to do a better job with that, because I guarantee y'all it is a ton of attorneys that have gotten over. Guarantee. But because Tom is as famous as he is, and these people kept trying, they got the justice, or still trying to get the justice, because they haven't even got all their money yet. So I feel like it's a lot of people out here with this situation, and I bet you a lot of attorneys that's been doing this to these to their clients have seen this case, been watching this case, and are at this very moment trying to figure out how they're going to start dispersing money to these clients before they end up in the same situation. Crazy, crazy. Listen, Bravo is honestly catching the most flashy housewives in their mess. Jen, Shaw, and Erika. Listen, I am ready for Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, because that trailer looked like it is going to be fire. Fire. Okay? I can't wait. I can't wait. Miss Jen Shaw put so many people through stuff last season. I'm ready for them to get in her this season. I am ready for them to get in it and go in and let have, because she definitely was running amok on everybody, because for some reason Jen thought she was the star of the show. For some reason. Okay, but since you want that star so bad, we're gonna make sure you get it this season, honey. Lisa is a fool for letting her 19-year-old daughter date Scott D, who is 37. Lisa is lame, and the fact that she kept, and then you're using your daughter as a storyline, or at least Scott D as a storyline, because you kept bringing him up multiple times. I'm like, girl, shut up. Nobody cares about this man for real. We all know how they roll over there in that entire clan. 1 minute you could be with them and look up the next minute and they with somebody else. Okay, because at this point, D-Stick is a Kardashian. At this point. Okay, so she just wanted to brag on the fact that her daughter was dating one of them. Oh my God, I don't know. Should I call Chris? Should I talk to her? What you got? Why the fuck would Chris care? Chris know how her daughter's out here in the streets. Okay. Chris know her daughters will go out here and date their friends, man. So she ain't tripping off what your child over here doing, girl. She not. Girl. Ugh. She was just trying to brag like her daughter had somebody. She ain't caring about the age. She cares something about the name. I'm embarrassed that this is being played out on TV, because the victims have to live through their pain again from losing a loved one. They went through it once, and now again in court, and again on TV. And that is 1000% true. And have yet to receive a dime from it. Imagine that, bro. You expecting millions of dollars. You got plans for your money. Okay, this is something that's probably going to create generational wealth for you and your family, and y'all sitting around waiting on it, struggling for it, struggling. And it's like at any moment, any day now, we'll get it. Any day now, any day. Like, hell no, I would have sued his ass for what he owed me. I would have sued him for interest, and I would have sued him for pain and suffering. And I hope they sue him for all of that. Okay, like I said, Erika, girl, you need to try and see if you, I know he old, but you need to see what life insurance policies you can get out on him at his age. Okay, so that he can pay that money back, girl. Because y'all was wrong for that. Y'all was wrong for that, dear. Let me see. Did I read that one? It will be interesting to see if Erika and Jen Shaw will be handled the same. I feel like the ladies on Beverly Hills are being more delicate a little bit, like with Erika. You have your two outliers, but I feel like Salt Lake City, I think they're gonna bring it to Jen, because Jen ran amok in the palace, and I don't really think she got an alliance like that. So I think her and Heather gonna fall out. I think her and Mary was never cool, and I can't even think which one which ones? Who the brown the ladies with that look alike with the brown hair? I think it's Meredith, and I can't think of the other one. I think Meredith is the mother of Brooks. Am I right? Meredith, the mother. I think her and Jen gonna get into it too. So Jen then had her. I think it's gonna be handled very differently. Long story short, I think it's gonna be very different. Jen Shaw more than likely is going to prison. Okay, she better hope that they cut that time down, because it definitely looks like that's exactly where she's going. Now, whether she's gonna get the full 50 or whether they're gonna give her 5 or something, let me tell you, you gotta pay to stay out. You gotta pay to stay out. So I hope she got that coin where she can put enough in, and hope that that's enough to compensate to keep her out for 49 years, so she can only do a year. Child, I can't. I don't understand what these shows want us to learn from them. You can't trust anyone. No real friends. Everyone is messy as hell. People's pain are being aired out for ratings. I hope the court take money from Erika's paycheck. They probably will. She need to be prepared for it. Dorit gonna play victim next episode. Classic Karen move. Can't wait to see it, but I don't think that's gonna stop my girl from Garcelle from getting off that act. And now she got Sutton on it too, because girl, you left Sutton out to dry. Yes, Jen Shaw is a mess, and I can't wait. Get her. Meredith actually has personality this time around. Yes. Jen Shaw's husband looked like he was over it. Girl, that man always look over it. That's why he don't really be at that house. That's why she was over there doing all that crying and stuff, because she talking about he always away. She up there throwing fits and stuff like that. That man don't want to be there. He just hanging there, I really believe, until his youngest son graduate from high school. And then I would not be surprised if they actually got a divorce. And if she goes to prison, I see him being married to her maybe a year, if that. But then he's going to divorce her. I don't see that man hanging in there with her at all, but I do see him being loyal to her as somebody, as his college sweetheart, and being loyal to her in a sense of her being the mother of their kids. So he may like look out and put stuff on her books and stuff like that, but I don't see that man sticking around. I don't see that man sticking around. I think he want to leave right now. I can't wait to see Jen Shaw's box-shaped face cracked. Not box-shaped face cracked, child. I can't take it. And I feel like, surprisingly, Meredith is going to be the one to hold her accountable to most of all of the ladies. I would love to see it. I would love to see it. Where is it? There we go. Lisa is nasty and lame. Her husband, acrylic nails. Most interesting thing about her. Yikes. Not acrylic. He was wrong for that. Why would anyone buy products from Erika? I don't know. She do got a little fan base, I'm sure. Never watched Salt Lake City, but damn it, if you gonna review it, Jamie, I guess I'm gonna have to get into it. Your reviews have become an addiction. Oh, thank you so much for watching. And I promise, if you watch Salt Lake City, you're not gonna be disappointed. I kind of stopped reviewing last season because like it got a little bland for a little bit, and then it wasn't a lot of people watching it. But towards if I would have kept on, listen. The season got juicy. I went back and watched the show, so the season got real juicy for sure, and it's gonna be even better this season. So, check it out. Check it out. See how you like it. Watch the first few episodes and see how you like it. She's obsessed with Chris. Look at how she wears her hair and her dresses now. It's creepy. Yikes. Yikes. Do you think Erika and Jen gonna do jail time? I don't know about Erika, but I do think Jen is. I think Erika, unfortunately, is guilty by association and laundering or transferring of money and stuff. But if she come up with a payment plan, she may be fine. I don't really think she'll do jail time, but you never know. But Jen, this is a whole federal case on this girl, okay? And her own assistant is out here speaking against her. He's speaking, okay? So, yikes. I think he took like a plea deal or something. That means when you take a plea deal, you likely then gave up some information on another person. So it ain't looking too good for her, and her attorneys that already left her. So, yikes. Hope it works out. And he ain't even no kin to Chris. What is you calling? At all? Like, why you calling calling and bothering this lady. I feel like when Stanley went over to Devoe house trying to get his chain, his uncle said, I told you about coming over here messing with these folk, bothering these people. Get yours in this car. That's how I feel. She is making herself look guilty with these damn lies too. How do you not know how to use a debit card? That's what I'm saying. So how was you paying for shit? You act like you was getting chauffeured around the whole time. Girl, I know you was driving your own car and you had to at least at some point pull up and put some gas in it. I know ain't nobody drive and meet you somewhere just to put gas in your car. She don't even know what it did. Was you writing checks? What were you doing? Or did you keep cash on you? Now, if you kept cash on you, then that's going to also make you suspicious, in my opinion, because what you keeping cash for? You trying to hide something? I'm kind of in, girl. I believe this. I believe this. She always use her children because her life boring as hell. I see. The most interesting thing to me, not even her husband just doing the nails, but the husband out there doing like a garden and shit. And trying to make sure they good in case another fire come out and stuff, okay? I'm like, I don't know how she got that man. I say Jen will because they don't play about telemarketing scams. Ooh. Ooh. Because, I mean, actual telemarketers can get fined if you sit up there and tell them, listen, don't be up here calling my phone. No, I'm going to do not call. And they do it anyway. They're going to get fined, honey. So they probably do take it that serious that, girl, you went so far as to make up some shit with the telemarketing. Girl, listen. And you scam the old folks. Whew. What's the name of that Netflix show called I Care? I Care a Lot. Y'all need to go watch that. Because if that ain't Miss Jen Shaw, the only thing she did wrong, she didn't convert her business into like a legal business so that she can make money off of it. Okay, but this lady was out here scamming the kids. Okay, or scamming the old folk. Locking these people up, taking all their assets, not locking them up, but putting them in the old folks' home. Okay, taking over guardianship of them. All right. But because see, you know what, as I think about it, I'm actually getting a little upset when I think about child protective services, especially as a whole, but primarily down there in Florida right now. And what they done did to that lady, took both of that lady kids. And it's not just a black person thing, it's a white person thing too, because the same doctor, Miss Dr. Sally Smith, she done also snatched up some kids from some other folks. So I'm just like, y'all just created an organization to legally kidnap these people kids. So if y'all want to target something else regarding civil rights or whatever, that's the next place y'all need to go. Child protective services, okay? Because it be any little thing that'll happen and they'll use that as an excuse to snatch up somebody's child. They'll also lie on you and snatch up your mother child, okay? All because this lady took her child to the doctor's office, and I think the lady lied and said that she refused to give him some type of medicine. The girl was like, y'all I don't even know what kind of medicine this is. Ain't nobody even asked me that. Next thing you know, they up there taking the lady's child. I ain't got time. All right. So I just went on a tangent. I appreciate you guys for hanging in there with me because I got a little pissed with how this world is set up, honey. Okay, it's so many legal scams. They don't make no damn sense. Anyway, I agree. He always looking tired of her. Talking about Lisa husband. Yes, ma'am, I am. Yes, ma'am, I am. I am reviewing Salt Lake City. Jen put that spotlight right on her scamming. She did. She did. She put that spotlight right on her scamming ass. That is hilarious to me. You out here running amok in the palace, and they're like, okay, we're gonna let her run amok in the palace, because as soon as her ass come out that palace, we're gonna run amok too. And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. Okay, I like the first season of Salt Lake City. It picked up towards the end. Correct, it did. I'm ready to see Mary and her cult. Baby. Now Mary had some good jokes and stuff now. Now Mary was over there hitting the girls now, especially at the reunion. Okay, but Mary got some lies too, honey. But I don't want Mary to sit up there and make Jen her storyline. I want to know more about your granddaddy that you done sat up there and married. Your grandmama husband that you done sat up there and married, okay? And what is your son up to? And she done sat up there and bought her son that girlfriend. What was it? A Prada purse? She brought the girl. I was like, girl, this girl ain't even finna be around in 2 years, and you done brought this damn girl a Prada purse. Girl, no ma'am. Just throwing away money. And then sitting up there got the audacity to have her niece as her housekeeper in her house. What she said? Did she say she don't trust people or something like that? She want to keep it in the family. Girl, you trying to keep what in this family? What are you trying to keep in the family when you isolated yourself from the family? Let me tell you, Mary got many secrets, and I just want to hear it and see it. Erika and Tom are not being charged criminally. They won't be going to jail, unfortunately. Okay, so they'll just be ordered to have to pay back the people, right? However long that may take. Your reviews are amazing, just like you. Thank you so much, Tony. I appreciate that. Okay, yes, ma'am. Looking good. B-Day hair and okay. We're gonna see how long it lasts. My birthday on Sunday. We're gonna see how long it lasts. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, make sure y'all catch Jamie. Oh yes, tonight. Ooh, ladies first panel. We will be over on Niecy Dixon's channel, so y'all make sure y'all go over there and check out Ooh, ladies first. We do it every Thursday, and we rotate channels between myself, Jay Lee's Corner, Bondi Blue, and Niecy Dixon. Okay, so y'all make sure y'all get into it because we have a great old time. They better be glad they didn't steal from thugs, because we all know how they would have ended. Okay, nobody would have made it out. Lisa can go. Don't give like how she used to give. Oh, okay, she don't give how she used to give. She's not giving anything now. This is my first season, my first time really watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I caught a few episodes last year, once the show went off. But so far so good. But she's annoying. I do not care for Lisa. I'll take Kyle over Lisa. Only because I want Kathy there. So Kathy probably can't be there unless Miss Kyle is there. But Lisa, you can go, baby. Y'all, I mean, if y'all want to swap her out for Teddi, that's fine. If y'all want to swap her out and bring Denise back, that's okay too. I wonder if they spent the money or hid it. It don't make sense that Erika said they had 80 million in cash. That's what I'm just confused about. But y'all know Erika's whole goal while being on this season is to appear as though she don't know. I don't know. I didn't know we had a house out here in La Quinta or wherever the place was. Oh, I didn't know about the 20 million. Oh, I just learned about the 80 million. Like, girl, bye. You don't know all of that, but you knew about accident that happened with him, and you gave us damn near 3 different parts of the story in one that didn't even align with each other. Girl, shut up. Yes, catch the replay, girl. What sound like human trial? Oh, what I was just talking about was CPS. Girl, I feel so many ways about that. And that's just not even cool, bro. This lady got a 1-star, Dr. Sally Smith. Y'all research it, look it up. It's a lady, I don't know her name, but she won American Idol, or she was a part of American Idol. She's a Black woman. And they pulled her over on the side of the road. They had been watching her. They had been watching her and pulled her over. Had like probably like 5 or 6 cops there to make sure she handed over her baby. Y'all, the baby was only a few days old. I would have cried my ass off. Like, I mean, and she did, you know, and she's breastfeeding. And you got one of the ladies holding her pump, holding her breast milk, making sure she hands over her child. Like, it was just like disrespectful. They took her first child, had no reason to take this second child until she went to the doctor's office, and then the doctor's office called. So it seems like Dr. Sally Smith needs to be investigated. I think she's at like John Hopkins Hospital or something where she works. She needs to be investigated because she's definitely working with CPS to snatch these kids out. What incentive she's getting? IDK. And I honestly feel like with CPS, this dates back to so many years before us. I feel like this is a program that has things that's deeply rooted years before we probably even existed. Okay, just like from what I've understood, like family planning came about because one of the ladies was trying to prevent Black women from being able to give, you know, to actually get pregnant, to have kids and stuff. So family planning wasn't what it used to be. So it'd be a lot of shit going on. Just gotta get into them, child. It's a mess. What do you think of the fact that Lisa used the storyline that her daughter was so insecure that she couldn't even stand to finish 1 year of college, and now publicizing the girl dating a celebrity? Honestly, what I feel is I do not like Lisa. So anything she does, I'm not gonna like it. I'm not gonna like it. I want to hear something about Lisa. Like, what's going on with you directly? What's happening with you directly? You keep bringing your daughters up as a storyline, and people don't even really get to see them on TV. I feel like that's unfair for her to try and dog or talk about her daughter. Like, and she was so insecure. Oh my gosh, she didn't want to finish the first year of college. She's dating a celebrity. Like, girl, stop. We don't even really get to see this girl on TV outside of a damn phone. So stop bringing your daughter up. What else you got going on directly? I can't. Well, word on the street is Harry has a boyfriend or girlfriend and he lives with them. IDK, if that's true, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was true. I want to see why Mary and her son being sued for kidnapping or something. Who? Mary being sued for kidnapping? Who said that? Send me that. What? I didn't know that. I will this time. Yes. I will continue to review Salt Lake City. Thank you so much, right? Thank you so much, favorite show reviewer. You keep me laughing. I hope they find the money in Erika and Tom's case. They gonna find it out their pocket. They gonna find it out their pocket. But I don't know, because Tom is a very sneaky person. So ain't no telling who name he done put some other stuff in and concealed it. Child, he probably done took that money and buried it in some land on the ground. I ain't no telling. Thank you. Lisa the hypocrisy. Lisa's look was better than episode, but yeah, she can go. What annoys me is they are asking the woman questions like that on camera. Of course, she's lying. I never admit anything on camera. Facts. You're talking about Miss Erika. I heard the doctor was under investigation already, as she should be. And the fact that she's been under investigation and her ass still working, trash. Also, every single woman on this show has been sued or involved in a scandal, and they agreed not to talk about it on camera. Interesting. So if that's the case, that makes me think that Erika made a decision to talk about this on camera in order to leverage her pay for this season. Those are my thoughts. But that's all I got, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and hop off. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me for the past hour, okay? I put up some more videos. One on Married at First Sight. Get into that. I also put up a video about Black Love. Y'all got to watch that because them stories don't necessarily make any sense. What else? I think I got some other content up. I think I just put those two up. Yeah, that's it. If you guys are into the challenge from MTV challenge, go ahead and check that out, as well as Bachelor in Paradise. So go ahead and check that out as well. That's all I got. I'll come to you guys with more videos probably tomorrow regarding like Real Housewives of Potomac and stuff. So we'll get into that stuff tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.